Okay, so it's not defamation if it's true, right? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Zhariya Smith, and I typically make commentary videos just like this one. So if you guys like that, you just also happen to love my gorgeous face, make sure to subscribe down below, hit the notification bell, get notified every single time I post, which is on Mondays and on Fridays. And with that said, let's get into this video because who knows how long this is gonna be. If you follow me on Twitter, you might have seen a little tweet that I made that I was kind of angry about. If you guys want to know what comment Tana deleted, I basically called her out for basically disregarding Black people and continuing to go out and party for the past 2 months, despite saying that she was going to make apology videos.
I want to do my best to show you who I am at this point in my life and take accountability for a lot of the wrongs that I've made in the past. So I will be coming out with a video, several videos, with a lot of just the truth and apologizing.
She didn't like that, so she deleted my comment. I made 2 more, which I'll put on the screen. And if you guys didn't know, I have been a Tana Mongeau fan since 2015, since before she got popular off of her stalker story. So it sucks to see when a person that you were fans with, as I said in another video, when they turn out to not be a good person. So I can no longer say that I support Tana Mongeau until I hear her side of the story, which who might know if we ever get that side of the story. So with that said, because I'm mad, I'm gonna make it everything wrong with Tana Mongeau. And I also want to note that I have been a fan of her since the beginning of her career. I have seen everything. So this is mostly from my memory.
I told myself before I started YouTube that I was going to be different and that I wasn't going to be like every other YouTuber and that I wasn't going to be the sellout, average, blonde bimbo on YouTube.
2016. The first thing that I remembered was her inconsistent stalker story, which is a reoccurring theme throughout her career. But specifically in 2016, she said that her stalker hacked into her email and sent threat to the airport in Las Vegas, and the FBI contacted her, which, if I remember correctly, was proven to be a lie. If not, I will put in a little thing to clarify on that, but this is, as I said, from my memory, so don't drag me. She also said that her nose job was for medical reasons, but made many cosmetic changes. If you don't know what her nose used to look like, it used to look like this. Now it looks like this. So you be the judge of me. She got a similar procedure to what Charli D'Amelio did, and as you can see, Charli's nose looks the exact same. She didn't have to lie about her nose job. It's a normal thing to get, and she did have issues with her nose, so I don't understand why she wouldn't have said oh well, they also went in and did this, that, and the other. In 2016, she also filmed, I don't know if this is YouTube appropriate, so I'm gonna bleep it out, but she filmed a deceased person and laughed and put this on her vlog channel, and she got no hate for that whatsoever. It could be because she wasn't big yet, but if you guys didn't know, in 2018 or 2017, Logan Paul did the exact same thing, and he was canceled until last year. So, you know. Next, she had drama with Simply Nessa, but I'm gonna get into that at the end of the video. But just so you know, this is the time where Tana and Simply Nessa started having their issues. Also, she had issues with Shannon Rose, and it ended up being, just because Tana Mongeau is always late to everything, which is also a reoccurring thing in her career.
I don't mind collabing at 2 in the morning, but don't tell me 10 o'clock in the morning and then 2 in the morning. So anyways, that's what's my day has been, kind of just waiting around for Tana.
Still, in 2020, she could not wake up for anything.
And I've spent the past week doing nothing but running away from my problems and hiding from all my problems and trying to avoid this because that's what I do best.
Now, 2017 was a rough year for Tana, but not the roughest by any means. First thing that I remembered was her assistant story. If you don't know, you might know Tana Mongeau was having her assistant Natalie. You might even remember Haley, wherever Haley is these days. But actually, she had a assistant before both of them, and her name was Alyssa Cardiff. Now, Alyssa, she has a whole video on her channel that she posted when this happened. And you're more than welcome to watch that. But basically, she said that she paid her assistant an appropriate amount of money, but she would go on and say how she overpaid Alyssa, and how Alyssa was paid so much for being her assistant, but in reality, she was paid $10 an hour, which in Vegas at that time was what a Target employee made. So not a lot. It is a lot to some people though, but I'm saying in the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot of money. Tana, as Alyssa says, mistreated her, made her assistant practically her maid, but she would make her maid, she'd make her clean everything, etc.
So clean, and if you guys saw her house, you would understand that that was like so much work. She said, "I'm in love with you, like, when's the wedding? Like, should we get married now or later? God bless." So like, she doesn't think it was half-assed, but she's telling you guys it was half-assed.
And specifically, there was this time where Alyssa wanted to go to Disney with her boyfriend, asked Tana to pay her in advance. Tana did not do that, and it was a whole issue. But yeah, so that is the assistant story. Now we have the content cop. Now, Tana bought this completely. Basically, she called out iDubbbz a little bit ago, well, a lot of it ago, but she called out iDubbbz for saying the N-word in his videos. And the thing about trying to cancel a person is if their fan base watches them, if you try to cancel them for something that their fans know about, you can't really cancel them because they're still gonna have their fans. So that was already mistake number one. Mistake number two, she lied about her interaction with iDubbbz completely. Said that he held her in a chokehold and he wouldn't let her go, but if you watch the video, that did not happen.
After he makes this video about me, and I'm so like mentally not prepared for that. I don't know what I did to this human being for him to want millions of people to bully me and to like ruin my career and like all I have, and I know like crying on you now is like so ridiculous, but I just like don't know what to do.
So the content cop situation was messy. This is also around the time that Tana started having issues with kahlen, and I will get into that later on because this is an issue that's still prevailing in 2020. Also, she said the N-word a lot. And she didn't say the N-word like, I don't want to say it, but she didn't say N-word with an A. She said N-word with an ER, yelling at people, specifically at Amari. She also mocked Black women. Amari was also there for that. Her and Isabella, not a vibe. Next, in 2017, she lied about a fan scamming her at Coachella. Basically, the reason why they wouldn't let them in, essentially, what they came to the conclusion, or at least what Caitlin Lee said, was that they were too drunk, and when you're underage and you're going into Coachella, they will not let you in if you are drunk. So she said that's probably why they didn't let them in. But Tana made like a whole drama thing about it, which was not a vibe. She also cheated on her boyfriend Summer in 2017 as well, with Kian Lawley. She gave a lap dance to him.
Something was genuinely fucking sexual, I wouldn't be like putting it on the internet. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if it wasn't a joke, a skit, like a comedy video, millions of other ones I filmed, I wouldn't have put it on the internet.
She had a whole spree saying that she never cheated on him and it wasn't sexual in nature, but like,
why are you so awkward? Someone special's getting a lap dance today!
Like a little iffy. And also the fact that she still makes jokes to this day about wanting to be with Kian Lawley. And even in her house tour, I'll include a clip, she says that she showered in the same shower as Kian Lawley.
I get to tell everyone that Kian Lawley has showered in my shower, and that's about it, you know?
So clearly it might have been something sexual if she's talking so sexually about Kian Lawley. Next, she lied about the email her stalker sent her.
After I got this, I was on the plane home from Chicago, and I spent the entire 4-hour plane ride searching every plagiarism website, hoping and praying that this story was plagiarized from someone. Someone saw it, thought that it would freak me out and send it to me. And I spent $100 signing up for all these memberships, $4.99, $5.99, all these websites, because they make you pay for the membership before they can really check to see if it's plagiarized. And literally 50 plus websites were no traces of plagiarism. It's written by the writer.
If you did a quick Google search, the first line of the email, you could find it, and it was produced in 2013. So there's no possible way that Tana Mongeau, buying all of this Wi-Fi and stuff, would not find that. It was a lie that didn't even have to be said in the first place. She also shifted words, even though she showed she showed the email, but then she adjusted words to fit her, even though that wasn't in the email at all. She also lied about the security in her apartment complex. A little lie, but still didn't need to be said. And also she lied about being poor and not making a lot of money on YouTube. However, she could have grown up poor. I believe that she could have grown up poor, but she owned 3 Cartier bracelets, and the Cartier bracelets that she owned were almost $7,000, and she had 3 of them. You do the math. I didn't even make that last year. So it's a lot of money. She didn't have to lie about that either.
Promise me you knew all of that because you ran conventions. There's so much more wrong than the people outside, and that's the first problem.
Biggest thing that I'm pretty sure all of you guys know is TanaCon. And then surrounding TanaCon, she made an apology video, but way after TanaCon happened, and relied on Shane Dawson to document her story and say, oh, it wasn't my fault at all. It was good times, but you're grown up. So no excuses there. She also, Mac Miller also died in 2018. And she wanted to make his death about her and said, I was just on the phone with him. Meanwhile, she was at the award show for, she's making out with Trippie Redd while Mac Miller was dying. And said that she talked to him and that she was so in love with him, and basically insinuated that she was dating Mac Miller at some point, which right after he died is probably not the best thing to do. People cope in different ways, but that was kind of a little bit gross.
I loved the time I spent with Jake so much, and who I felt like he was making me so much. I loved who I was when I was with him.
The biggest thing, and the only thing that I can remember, she probably did a lot of things, but the biggest thing is the fake wedding. And Tana actually admitted that the wedding was fake. In a 17 article, she admitted that her wedding was for fun and for content.
Can you take this off me? I can't do that. I'm sorry. Okay. That hurts so bad. I can't. I'd literally rather have a cough. I kind of want to leave. Would you be mad if I just left?
Not a good year for her either, and it's just going downhill. So 1, she was rude to workers on her MTV show and said that she was being edited wrong. I have a video, I actually have 2 videos I think about Tana Mongeau, because as you know, I was a fan of her. But she, was being rude to workers on her MTV show and blamed it on mental health. She didn't care about her physical health at all and basically in a way encouraged her fans to not care about their health if they were having health issues, which is kind of gross. She also has her charity that she made called the 1111 Project, which is helping the current virus going around. But she was lying about funds and where stuff was going. She said there was a way for you to apply for relief, but there was no way for you to apply to relief, and claimed that they gave over $100,000, but that didn't work out. And then also conveniently, when she started the charity, she also bought her best friend Ashley a brand new Mercedes. So did she help people? I don't know. Recently, she has been breaking social distancing a lot. And this is where we're gonna get into the Simply Nessa and Colin Berry issues. I'm trying to make this video as quick and as fast as possible, but in 2020, in about June, Colin Berry made a video about everything Tana Mongeau had done to him in 2017, which is disgusting. And I'll let him say his words about the situation.
Despite all of this whole thing is basically because of racist things she said in the past, and she's claiming she's grown so much and she's this advocate, but you're still lying to me about the situation for no reason, because everybody can see the video. I watched it for myself. Also, I forgot to mention this, but she literally apologized for everything that I was calling her out for in her apology video, but then behind the scenes was basically gaslighting me. What's the point in doing that if you were just gonna go on your apology video and own up to lying anyway? So why are you going back and forth with me, arguing with me, basically saying that you can't be racist because your best friend's black, and just doing all this extra stuff when you literally apologize?
And you can decide on how you feel about that. And then after Colin made his video in July, Simply Nessa also made her video about what Tana Mongeau did to her. and how Tana and Shane Dawson essentially like tried to ruin her entire career for no reason, but I will let her talk about that.
Again were flooded. My comments, I had to turn my comments off on everything because now not only do I have Tana Mongeau fans coming after me, now I have Shane Dawson fans attacking me and telling me what a piece of shit I am and how I should die and all this shit. So like, try to see it from my shoes right now, like how everything just keeps getting escalated more and more than it ever should have.
And after Tana decided to finally acknowledge the two of them, said that she was going to be making apology videos and how she was so sorry. And then proceeded to go out to multiple parties. She posted the infamous video of her and Erica Costello.
Listen, we don't fucking care. Sorry.
But it seems as though Tana Mongeau does not care about Black people. And also when you include her deleting comments on TikTok of her fans calling her out and just wanting answers, it seems as though she probably is never going to get a response. I wanted to wait to make this video until she posted her apology video, but I feel like genuinely that apology video is never going to come. So that is the video, and that's the thing with Tana Mongeau. I am a strong believer in the issues with cancel culture. As you guys know, in my video I talk about cancel culture. I don't believe that you should just deplatform everyone. If you deplatformed every single bad person, there probably wouldn't be many people to watch on the internet, which sucks. It really does. But I do think that it's important to hold people accountable, and I would like people, especially her young fans, to see this video. This video is just my personal opinion, and if Tana Mongeau wants to sue me, this is all stuff that you literally did. I obviously was speculating things in some parts, but this is all stuff that she's literally done, so it's not defamation if it's true, I feel like. Right? I don't know. But that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, as that really helps small channels like mine. Be sure to subscribe down below. I really want to get to 400 subscribers by my birthday, which is August 20th. It's coming up. It's literally, what, next week? This week? Depending on when I post this. But yeah, so stay healthy, stay happy, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.